it going? Oh, we're in the wrong channel.
Oh. How long it takes him to hop over.
Thank you for joining in this bit.
Literally, who give a shit if we're the it's no one else is going to use it.
Okay.
We only need one.
No, Jay, why'd you do?
Damn. And
Had to at least try.
We crossed over, guys.
Wait, guys.
You can get there when you're not right next to me.
Double.
Yes.
Double crossed us, you son of a bitch. So,
He riddled me this. How come I ate until I was full and I'm still getting hunger pangs? What's up with that? Am I dying?
Maybe you're lactose intolerant.
I don't know about that. I drink milk like by the gallon. I think I would know if I was lactose intolerant.
I think maybe you drink too much milk.
What are you talking about? It's such thing.
water.
I've replaced all of my water with milk.
Oh.
That's healthy.
All of it? Every single bit of it in your entire body?
That is unironically how Paul lives. I think
I feel like I remember conversations with you a long time ago about how much you like milk.
Oh my
I
god.
went to
Or was that James?
How much I
no,
like
it's
milk?
Paul.
Nothing to
Paul. I think
It was
it
Paul,
was
yeah. It's how much Paul likes milk. That's
when I went over to Paul's house when I stayed with Paul in Amherst once. He went through a gallon of milk in 2 days.
Yeah, it's
That's
straight up the
so
only
much.
thing he drinks.
Every time he goes downstairs, he gets a glass of milk.
You can
Is
see
he
that man's mucus makes cement.
Yeah, Kinsey, I think it's hunger pangs. I think you're growing a kidney stone.
I don't think it's kidney stone pains. Because they're
How did
drinking
you
a lot of
know?
water.
Look, it's just a tapeworm.
I have
It's
a
my friend.
I have
fucking
a
gout.
couple, I think it's a couple liter, or maybe just a liter water bottle, and I go through it twice a day.
It's gout.
No,
Okay.
because isn't gout
It's
like
true.
New friends? Not hummingbird. Jeez, losing your names has actually messed me up. Magpie has made a lot of new friends because their memory's still gone.
I don't even care that I'm dying over here.
Yeah, Magpie's memory's gone.
Skeeter is the linchpin of this entire operation because he has all of his memories.
Oh,
And I can form new memories now, right?
Yes.
Or no?
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, how long do new memories you form stick around? Is the
They will
question.
stick around permanently. They don't affect
Okay.
new memories. It's only a range of time from when you took the case, before you took the case,
Yeah.
to when you got drugged. Those are the memories being targeted.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Okay.
It works over a time frame. So
Now,
new
is that-
memories are fine.
Is that permanently gone, or will those come back over time? I assume not a time frame that would be
They will
useful
come
for
back
the...
from what I remember from last time, they will come back once we are able to restock our medications.
Yeah, once you have some downtime, you can get proper medical treatment, they'll come back. The issue is, you have a court date in 30 minutes, and you're not going to be able to get medical treatment in time.
Yep.
So, the court you guys are going to be going to is the food court.
Oh.
Yeah, that's where the hearing is going to take place. So, you need to head towards neutral ground. Now, in the meantime, Caesar has his memories back, but Big Red Button drugged him before he was able to really get out of the hospital with a drug that made his bones radioactive.
Yep. I think we were putting Caesar in the radiation shielded.
Power of...
Fortunately for you, Caesar, you have the honor, the privilege of becoming the battery of Junkzilla.
Yeah.
We're slowly building Voltron. So, as you guys...
We established that with Caesar in the power core area, I can generate enough power to actually move the mech, right?
Yes. The demon
If I hook up my demon core, I think you're getting more power than you
I
were
think that
prior.
just supercharges it.
Fun fact: you actually can use overcharge on Junkzilla while you're plugged in.
I can?
Yes.
Or you mean meltdown, right?
Or yes, meltdown. Sorry, meltdown is the one you have.
Yeah.
Dude, we're gonna get to that food court so fast.
We're gonna blow up the entirety of Godzilla and also the mall.
Meltdown is just for attacks. I can't make you any faster with that.
Yeah, overcharge was the one that boosted capacities. I was getting confused.
Okay, but if you attack the ground, the recoil.
It's bad. Okay, so as you guys move to the cell containing Caesar, you have a little bit of time. It's only going to take you about. They have a courier service bringing you guys to the food court, so you don't really need to worry about travel time. You're going to meet a admin-appointed legal consultant, aka a public defender, basically.
I feel like we don't want this guy representing us because he is probably actively going to be against us. Right? Like,
Oh yeah, super, yeah. I
I
don't know what we can do about that.
His name is Pat C.
Yeah. Can we get an admin lawyer or no?
You'd have to put in the forms to request one.
Which would take 400 years.
Just about.
I don't really know exactly what's going on other than what y'all have said to me. Are any of y'all lawyers?
In the loosest sense of the term, yes.
What do you mean by that?
can you elaborate on that?
Argue.
Wait a second.
Okay.
I was really hoping that all this time Caesar actually had, like, spent points on knowledge law.
Did you mean Skeeter?
Skeezer.
Either of us.
Skeezer. Okay.
Scooter.
No, I'm banking my points.
For what?
I don't know.
Until you learn how to spend them?
Until I learn how to spend them. I'm at 18 right now.
Okay, David, like sometime, like tomorrow or Thursday or whenever you have time, just hop and call with me. I'll walk you through it, buddy.
Okay.
Or me, honestly. Like, I'm almost as good at building power as a
I was
Sam.
thinking about saving up enough points until I can just, like, make another Junkzilla.
That is doable. You can
That's my
actually have
power,
one
is that I just have 2 Junkzilla.
Okay, so back on topic. You guys are at Caesar's cell. And basically, if Skeeter walks into the cell, he'll be able to open up the power core, deposit the reactor core, and just let Caesar crawl on up.
Is he fine behind, like, however much heavy armor?
Yes, he's above the shielding, so as long as he doesn't stay in that room too long, he won't
Okay.
get any doses.
Also, this is inside the mech, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I think Hex will just interface with the mech.
Sam, can I ask a question?
Yes.
How much is a hyperstat hard dice supposed to cost?
Without any extras or flaws, 8 points.
For a hyperstat hard dice.
For
Correct.
Yeah, it'd be 8 points.
Okay.
Hyperstat costs 4 points.
Okay. Thank you.
If it's something from your gang, certain gangs are allowed to buy hyperstats, then it would be a base cost of 3 and then 6 for a hard dice, but that's...
If it was, would command be something I'm allowed to buy or no?
As an admin, absolutely. That's one of their dedicated... They have a dedicated thing for it.
So that would be 6 instead of...
8.
Yes.
Okay.
You can buy 2 hard dice in command. If you
I
have
have 3
enough
hard
points.
dice. Oh no, I spent the points last session. I just forgot to actually update the dice. So it
Gotcha.
said that I had spent 18 points, but I
Do not
more. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I think that's the first time I've heard anyone in this group say for gore.
For gore. Okay. So as Caesar is loaded up, you see a nearby hallway just divert as you see a member of the Black Horse Courier group going, got an audit group to food court? Audit group to food court.
Yeah, that's us.
Alright.
I guess that's us.
I'm in Junkzilla right now.
Okay. If everyone's in Junkzilla, they're just gonna guide the mech down. You're gonna feel a sudden gust of wind even inside of the mech, a bright flash of light, and suddenly you're in a massive atrium. You just see stands of it's like stand restaurants, like you would see like a Cinnabon stand in a mall. You see dozens of those around, scattered amongst like a sea of chairs, tables, booths, multiple floors overlooking. It's a very open air design, but with every pillar and wall there are miniature restaurants built into the walls, built on top of each other. It smells amazing here. You can smell it through Junkzilla's air vents.
I sure hope I can't.
The Black Horse Courier gives you a nod, hands you a business card, and goes, "This is your designated area. You're going to be meeting in front of the final Sparrow for your legal counsel."
The final Sparrow.
Hex is going to switch over her dice to sense.
Okay. Little cameras pop out of Junkzilla's headlights and they start focusing up. As you guys make your way through, is there anywhere you wanted to stop, or any questions, or anything you wanted to know about the food court just while you're here?
Yeah, can you just tell us what we see? Is there any sort of delicious restaurants that I can see that I want to go sniff and snore?
Well, the first one that catches your attention is the Burger King's court, which is literally just a castle in the middle of the food court. But besides that, you see a Kumamoto ramen with a kraken made out of noodles and broth fighting a living stove with the hibachi heroes.
Okay, so question, is that real or is that actually happening?
That is actually happening.
Okay. I wasn't 100% sure.
So, the food court is neutral ground for every gang except the food court. One of the main attractions is just the insane gang wars that are half performances for the patrons.
See.
I think my next character, my secondary character has got to be from the food court.
Yeah.
You walk past a Chick-fil-A where there are no employees, just a scene of destruction with a single chicken standing on top of the cash register staring you guys down.
I'm going to inspect the chicken.
I'm going to wave at the chicken.
As you put up your hand, you are suddenly having an out-of-body experience. You see yourself as a composition of everything you've ever eaten. You see the chain of creation, destruction, and reclamation by nature. You understand the cycle.
I'm going to get 3 tens. I'm going to get 3 tens in stability to not
think about that ever again.
Given the existential dread, you maintain your sense of self. Leo, this hex is destroyed. Another one from the Infamous. That's it. You lose no progress in your memories.
Great! I'm now hex number 69. Let's go.
Nice. You just ship Theseus yourself into a better number. Okay. So, as you get in front of the final Sparrow, the employees just staring ahead with a grim dread, knowledge haunting them completely. They look up and go, "Would you like a panini?"
I'm gonna look at everybody else.
Should we get panini?
It's like a sandwich.
Why didn't they just say sandwich?
It's like when you put a sandwich but you squeeze it.
That sounds terrible.
I think we're here to be an audit group.
Yeah, but do they have anything else?
We also serve pizza and or soft drinks.
Now that's more my speed. I'm gonna order a meat lover's pizza.
I'm gonna get Mountain Dew.
So it doesn't say meat lovers pizza, it just says meat consumer pizza, and in parentheses it says love is but chemicals in the mind. All emotions are just an illusion.
I hate it when they add this crap onto my pizza. Like, can a man just go into a store, buy a pizza, and not get propaganda pulled in his face?
Do you have any Mountain Dew?
We have Sierra Mist.
Do you have you got Code Red?
We have DEFCON 5.
Yeah, I'll get that.
So they pour what appears to be just the color red into a cup.
Fucking Magpie will drink it, I guess. He's going to
Tastes
court.
like red.
Okay. We're here for a court. We're here for a court hearing.
Excellent. The lawyer sitting at your table had his hand stabbed and had his face smashed into the table multiple times by a clown. The clown has now taken your place as your lawyer. He's right over there.
The big red button.
Magpie pulls out her gun and looks at it
Well,
and very much considers.
You look over. It's not Big Red Button as far as you're aware. It's a clown in a suit with a briefcase sitting neatly on the table. He is currently sipping a cup of, like, one of those free cups of water restaurants give out.
This is Big Red Button.
They have a rainbow afro that is slicked back. Very conservative makeup on their face. You can go talk to them if you'd like.
I'm going to ask if the person under the clown disguise is the same person that I am familiar with as Big Red Button.
No.
Interesting.
Could also just be a really good clown power.
Why don't we just represent ourselves?
That never works well. Admin hates that.
If admin hates it, doesn't that make it a good thing? We can't operate. We can't win with them if we operate on their rules. So we'll just make our own rules.
But no, admin's good. We're supposed to work with admin here, aren't we?
No, we're anti-admin, aren't we?
Then why am I helping you if we're anti-admin?
I don't know.
Can
It is very unfortunate that I'm the only one with their memories.
Hey, I have my memories back.
Oh, perfect.
Memories?
Oh, God.
Everyone except Magpie has memories.
I have quote unquote memories. It's
No,
effectively. I have YouTube poopified like video evidence.
Am I supposed to be here?
Caesar can chime in with the speaker system if you'd like to.
Yeah, you're the head of the audit group. We're not explicitly anti-admin, but there was a mole in admin. That's how we got the amnestics there, and that's the problem.
All right.
So that's why we're a little skeeved out about using the stuff that admin popped in. They had a clown as one of their members, and I have one point saying that that clown over there is not the same clown, but well, I don't exactly trust it.
You want me to talk to the clown, or do you want someone else to? I don't know if y'all know, but I generally don't get along well with clowns.
Very aware.
Oh,
It's one of your defining features.
It literally is part of my base will.
Awesome. All right. Do you guys approach the clown?
I guess so.
Are you approaching the clown from inside Jungzilla?
Yeah. Can I do a quick retcon and make it so whenever Caesar speaks, it comes out of the speakers in Junkzilla's mouth?
Sure.
Cool. I just think that'll maybe intimidate the audience a little bit. It'd be funny.
Hex is going to just start looking around for random broken objects, which I'm certain that exists because apparently it's a goddamn war zone all the time here.
So there are a high number of janitors in this area. It seems like the second something is broken, there's at least 3 janitors just sweeping it immediately. Some of them seem to be having a good time. If you need to find something broken, there are a few broken, like, desk legs or table legs, some broken silverware and glasses in the nearby trash container you could loot.
I think Hex will start just, like, picking at those and just kind of, like, pulling the legs.
Oh, you're pulling my leg. Alright. Yeah, you can just have those. So, Junkzilla pushes aside multiple tables, getting closer to this clown, knocks over a trash can. It's just, the spacing was not made for a mech.
Okay.
The clown looks up, raises a cup of water at you. It looks like he's letting you speak first.
Hi. Who are you?
I am the violence inherent to the system, and I will be your legal counsel tonight.
That's badass as fuck. Hell yeah.
Magpie rolls her eyes and does like a motion with her hand.
So I will say, Magpie is trained in how to read clown makeup if you'd like to get insight into this guy.
I would like to get insight into his clown makeup. What should I roll?
You can just do it. Nothing is
I
hidden here.
do it.
Okay, so the man has very austere makeup: white grease paint, black lips, eyeliner that's red, goes into cat like what is it called? The like cat eyes, where it's like a small. Yeah. Anyway, only main decoration he has is a greased back rainbow afro, which is he is definitely adhering to clown style guides and classic archetypes, but that's a more professional bend than you would normally see on a clown. So is the suit. It is bright purple with a rainbow tie, but still. 2 things you do notice immediately are card suits. There is a black spade and a red heart under each of his eyes, small. That has multiple meanings. One, the black spade is usually used to note they have dealt with illegal activities in the past in a very negative way. That's anything from contract killers to stealers to people like... They've done unsavory things. The red heart, on the other hand, that speaks to a value of community and working for the common good. So, like, a black spade and a black heart would be like a contract killer or like someone who, like an assassin. A red heart and a black spade, that's unusual. The fact that they're small means that this guy is... he's not usually in the spotlight. He's more of a facilitator, or at least that's how he views himself. And the fact that they're underneath his eyes means that he usually works face-to-face with people. The fact that there's very little decoration is so straightforward, that speaks to an earnest nature and a desire to be upfront with people.
Huh.
There was a lot more information in that than I was expecting.
Magpie says, he seems, as far as clowns go, that he is trying to put on a trustworthy face.
I'm going to ask if this clown was planted here by Reginald.
No.
Or by Reginald's,
Conspiracy.
conspiracy.
Also no.
Interesting.
He takes out a business card and goes, I had to assume control over your case. I didn't quite like the man assigned you originally.
I'm going to ask if the man originally assigned to us was planted by Reginald.
Yes.
Interesting.
Why are you... Sorry, I'm going to need a better explanation than just that.
Did Newsflash not mention me?
No, I think that she would have mentioned you to me.
I'm gonna call Newsflash.
Well, she never asked me to show up directly. She just expressed concern about it. See, I'm her mentor.
Oh.
I'm going to ask if that's true.
Yes.
Cool.
Magpie, crushes the red cup.
The red.
Just, the crunches
DEFCON 5.
crunches the DEFCON 5 can in her hand.
Dyes your hand perfectly red. Red right hand, alright. So who's calling Newsflash? Because she picks up, goes, Moshi Moshi, what's up?
You sound a little more scared.
Yeah, that's the calmest I've ever heard Newsflash before.
I feel like she's practiced that.
Yeah.
What's up?
Oh, thank God it's you. Okay, God, I hate answering the phone. Hey, what's up?
Who's violence inherent to the system?
Why do you ask?
Because he's here and he's
Am I
our
in
lawyer.
trouble?
No,
Okay.
maybe.
What?
No.
Okay.
I'm gonna lean over to the phone and say, Newsflash, why did you assign a clown to our case? You know how I feel
I
about them.
didn't. Wait, he's there? I was just talking about the case. You guys crashed into the office. I was worried. You guys got anesthetized, so I asked if he had advice. He said, "Don't worry about it." I didn't know he was going to show up.
Yeah, who is this guy?
He's a lawyer for admin. He's admin. He handles internal affairs cases.
Is he admin as in he is no longer a clown, or is he admin as in he still likes being a clown?
No, he's both. He's our main legal foray into Party City. He is both admin and a clown.
Newsflash, I just...
Magpie, we're using him.
I consider you as a friend, so that is why I am offering you the benefit of the doubt. But do you really think that he is, as far as a clown goes, trustworthy?
Well, I mean, that's a complicated question, Magpie.
Can I trust him right now?
Right now, probably, yeah.
Or should I shoot him with a gun?
Don't shoot him. He is not as sturdy as other clowns, despite what his name may suggest.
Okay.
He is more about systemic violence.
Hello, Mr. Violence. Is there any information you need from us before we begin?
Oh, please, just call me the system. Violence was my father.
Okay, no, that one's going in quotes.
Something.
Now, joking aside, you do have a very serious case here. How familiar are you with legal proceedings in the mall?
Not too. I've sat in on one or two, but I don't know too much.
I try to avoid the law at all costs.
I have a little bit of streetwise.
I just kind of assumed everything was a kangaroo court and lived my life that way.
In this case, it will be. When there's legal conflicts, there are different courts. If it's the court will usually make a motion to subsume one legal system over the other, as each gang has its own way of handling court. Now, technically speaking, this is a report filed by a clown, so that is a case filed on their behalf. Half of this court would be in Party City jurisdiction. The other half is you are an audit group that is subsumed by admin legality. Now, how that normally works is admin usually takes the more subtle role in this instance. There will be an admin appointed judge who will make sure procedure is followed, but for most everything else, it's going to be a clown court. That's going to mean that they're going to use clown legal terminology, clown legal concepts in common law. Well, technically it's Front Street common law, but we don't need to get into that.
Why is it a clown court if we're not going against a clown?
Well, you are going against a clown. Technically, the claimant is Big Red Button, as they were the one who put in the confession.
Do you know if Big Red Button's alive? Because
You shouldn't remember who that is, should you?
Well, you said that.
Oh,
You
okay.
did say you killed them.
Because if we're going against a Big Red Button, I mean, Caesar said he killed one.
Well, I'm gonna be honest. I usually assume clowns aren't dead if they die.
Well, they're going to be dead for the course of this court, and possibly for the future. See, the opposing counsel has filed death of the author for their confession. Now,
Are we going to be held accountable for killing them? I don't know the situation there.
we're doing our best to get that swept under the rug. I will update you if
Well-
it becomes relevant. However,
If necessary, that was in self-defense.
yeah. I mean, the issue is they've already filed a confession, so the court is very amicable to hearing the self-defense claim. That will be handled later, if at all. There's a very good chance I can settle that out of court. I've already submitted a few forms. Now, the big thing to note is this will be a jury trial. There is never a clown legal proceeding that does not have an audience. There's going to be about 300 members of this jury. This will be as much a performance piece as it is a legal proceeding. Now that being said, don't worry about being entertaining. It's still going to be boring. People don't expect too much when there's an admin judge, for the lack of a better term. Now, we have High Justice Mahalo here. This is not good for us. High Justice Mahalo is very by the book, and he does not take the expenditure of mall resources lightly. He is probably going to be angling to get this closed in as short a time as humanly possible, and we will have to make a solid case for extending the audit, as it is, if they frame this as a waste of mall resources, he's not going to be too kind on it.
I see. Well, in some sense, I'm not entirely convinced that we gotta extend the case. There's a potential that we could end it here, just because of the evidence we got. Although until that one, I go to point at where I imagine hexes, and then I realize like all 10 issues with that. It's like the little floppy disk fella or lady, I guess.
Peterhead.
So normally this would be a gross injustice to subvert the court hearing like this, but it is a clown court, so that's actually expected. We could. Who are you trying to pin this on?
Well, that would be one Reginald von Schmidt the second. This is out of care. The second,
Yes,
right?
the second.
Reginald von Schmidt the second.
All right, super
Yeah.
dramatic.
And what a name, too. He's currently going under the alias of Rusty.
How original. All right, so
I actually would also appreciate this briefing because I have no idea what the fuck is going on.
I'm gonna play as much video as I can. Like,
make a
Back.
security systems check for me.
okay.
We're gonna treat this as you hacking your own memory to access these files.
You should switch back to mind before you do this.
I already have max on mine, so I think it's still just 8 to 10. Hold on, wait, sorry. So I got 2 dice, but then I already have 8. 5.
Too hard. Big money!
I have 3 4s and 2 10s. Well, I mean, whichever one's higher, technically. What am I? I'm trying to get higher.
This isn't time sensitive in any way.
Yeah.
So, 2 10s. You managed to salvage the final conversation you had with Reginald von Schmidt and Brisket, where he basically admitted to everything.
I believe that would be Smokey.
Yeah.
It's in here somewhere.
Yeah, it's Smokey. Smokey Robinson.
That one.
Now, the issue is violence inherent to the system is going to look at that, and he's going to go, okay, so main issue is that is still not Reginald's face.
We do have, if you watch the take of him responding to me saying his name, I mean, that says a lot.
That could easily be framed as a clown impersonating a high member of admin. This wouldn't be the first time it's happened.
In addition, his rust does come off when exposed to a magnet, so we might be able to use that.
Possibly if he shows up disguised in this court hearing, but he's under no obligation to show up without Rule of 3 confirmation.
Did he show? How much did Hex show me? Like, how much do I know now from just watching the video? Do I see the confession? Do I see where they said that they were going to try and pin it on Brisket?
Yes.
Oh, well, it seems like this Brisket fellow said he was going to take the fall. I mean, it seemed like he was under disguises too. Wouldn't that be able to help us?
Possibly. I do see a legal document you've signed here saying you will not prosecute him, but
we said we wouldn't prosecute him.
He's voided that on his end. So he's relinquished all legal protection for seemingly no reason.
We don't. Do we want to prosecute him? I thought we wanted to prosecute Rusty.
No, we don't. We want to prosecute Reginald.
Well, I would either need a Rule of 3 precog postcog confirmation, or I would need a piece of hard evidence. Now, as you know, in the official admin power registry, the power being shown here doesn't match his listed power in any way, shape, or form.
I'm going to ask if Reginald von Schmidt's power is listed in the registry is incorrect. Or not as incorrect, is hiding information.
You have some rust on the mech still, so it's going to come up as yes.
Interesting.
Assuming Hex pulls up the registry while you ask that question.
I kind of just thought a copy of it was present since...
then I'm just going to... Yeah, as long as it's present.
Well, I have... I feel this might be a little helpful. I have power that lets me be what's sometimes referred to as an answer guy. I can get a yes or no answer about stuff, which, might help for Rule of 3. Claiming that his power is hiding information. I could maybe work around questions to get more specific stuff. He's still got some rust in the mech, and, we got the registry pulled up right there.
Is your power admin certified?
It is not.
Okay. While
I am known to admin,
certified powers are totally fine for field work, there's a higher level of credibility required for court.
I'm assuming I can't speed run getting it certified.
My power is certified. I could look back at things and if you tell me where to look, I mean, I could at least get some information.
All right.
Could we have Magpie look around? Let's see. What was the place? Have her look around the admin courtyard where Hex got picked up, and see
Thing is, I would have to send my magpies over there and then bring them
how
back.
far away is that.
That'd be a couple of. How fast do they move?
Wait, I have a question.
The magpies move 20 miles an hour.
I have a question. Is it relative? Could you just put a magpie in the mech and go back in time?
Are you trying to see out of the thing to see the
Out of the
rocket
mech.
launcher?
So the POV
no,
is always going to be from whatever the magpie is looking at
Yeah.
in the present moment. It's like a camera with a temporal offset.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You still have to be in the same space.
I don't think I think we would have to go over there for me to do that. I'm sorry.
How far away is it? I don't actually know where we are.
And we have a fast mech, but I don't know if you're ready to leave or not.
Let me think here. The food court's in like the dead center of the mall, or as close to it as it can be without infringing on other territories.
Sure.
It's the alcove is near the very edge, so it'd be about like 20 minutes.
Well, we're not trying to go to the alcove. We're trying to go to the admin HQ.
Oh, then yeah, probably around 20 miles.
Okay, so that would be an hour there and an hour back, plus any time of surveillance. I don't think we have that.
Yeah. Okay, well then if that's not doable, we have to figure something else out.
I can. Violence is going to look down, or sorry, the system is going to look down. He's going to go through some paperwork and go, I can put in a formal request for him to show up, but this won't be enough for a warrant. It'll be up to him on whether or not he shows up. Do you want to just roll the dice at least?
Might as well.
Alright. So main thing to know while you guys are going to be discussing what strategy you want to go over, they are invoking death of the author for Big Red Button's final confession. What that means is essentially it's a clown concept of law that says any discussion done without the author present, the work is in and of itself. How much do you guys know about literary theory?
No.
Okay. Basically,
I read the literary masterpiece My Immortal a couple years ago.
good work. That is a foundational text. But unfortunately, what it means is what the clowns are going to rule is that any discussion about the confession or interrogation of it is going to be tantamount to hearsay. Which means anytime we want to have a contradictory claim or to question the confession, we would need a piece of hard evidence to do so.
See.
For every single questioning?
Yes, and it has to be a new piece of evidence every time.
It's got to be something. I mean, Are we trying to get this Big Red Button to take the fall, or are we trying to get someone else?
No, Big Red Button is basically a non-issue. We're focusing on Reginald, yes.
So then we just need one thing, right? We need one big thing one piece of evidence, and what we need to challenge about the confession is that Big Red Button did it or not, right?
Well, what exactly is did it? Hey, what did they confess to?
Do we have
their
a confession?
They confessed.
It looks like they didn't amend their confession before the court hearing. So currently, it says they are the ones who organized everything. They did it to make money selling polychrome. Everything that happened was basically just a scheme, and the other members didn't know anything. Stuff like it's just the other members didn't know anything. We did it to make money. We were just exploiting the fact that there was a gang war. It's the most. It's not. It doesn't fit with the evidence, but it's believable, quote unquote.
Well, we do have, if Hex can get it, evidence that the polychrome trade wasn't even profitable.
Okay, do you have ledgers about that, or?
We have recording,
We have recording.
and we have, and I imagine that I imagine we would have taken notes on it if we're part of an audit group, right?
Yeah, that should be in our notes.
Okay. Let me take the notes. I don't have any way to extract footage right now, and I need to. Part of a court is the process of discovery. So any evidence we want to use, I need to run to the opposing counsel right now.
Can we do that? Can we give you all the evidence right now?
I'm gonna make copies of it.
Can we plug Hex in? This is out of game. Can we just plug Hex into the opposing thing to have her, change whatever?
He's going
Can
to
we
go. There is a tamper seal on this. If a technopath messes with it, it's going to be inadmissible for court. I can take pictures on my own, but the second some unauthorized piece of equipment or software plugs into this, it's going to be treated as tampered evidence.
Hex is starting to print frame by frame all of her videos.
Do you have email?
I don't.
Can that thing store video?
It can store about 2 minutes.
Is there a better one?
It's what admin issues. It's what's court.
I see.
I trust me, I hate it too, but it's it's
Now,
what they
Hex,
use.
can you fast forward the videos so we can slow them down during the case?
And can you can you just print out the frames? Like reels? Is that a thing?
Out of game, I don't think you guys have a printer on you. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, I guess Hex could print a couple. Frame by frame, they're gonna run out of paper, but if you want to print out a few keyframes.
Well, we could just rip papers out of the back of the notebooks.
I was
We all
thinking about
have
printing out really, really small images.
So we print out small images on the paper from the backs of our notebooks. Because we all have notebooks.
Like printing a whole bunch on the same page, right? Like
Yeah.
so it's like a film reel.
Man, giving Hex that printer one time as a joke is really paying off.
Woohoo!
I like to imagine that the papers are just kind of falling out of Junkzilla's mouth.
Okay. Alright, they're printing. Alright, violence inherent to the system is going to look down and go, okay. Final note, possibly, is their lawyer is a sports authority member of the Leggett Legal. They are usually these guys only show up for trial by combat, but that's not allowed under clown law. So it's possible they picked them explicitly because they're disposable. They might be aiming to get rid of this guy after the hearing, but still, I'd keep an eye on him. He's not going to be able to bring weapons into court, but
Well, they did have a crimson asleep in the ice cream trucks. Or one of them.
he does hold up finger gun. It's sports authority. They're not crimsons anymore.
Sure.
He's
Okay, well,
he's going to close his
They had a
eyes.
sports authority.
He's going to
They had a
close his eyes
sports
and go,
authority.
look, you can believe that all you want, but don't say it in front of a clown. Performative redemption is one of our foundational beliefs.
So, Caesar's gonna nod before again realizing that he cannot be seen.
Magpie's just gonna be like, yeah, all right.
When you're dismissive, he's gonna look at you and go, "You started in the mall, didn't you?"
Looks around, like, who the fuck is he talking to? I'm about to talk. I know he's talking to her. Like, she just sort of like looks around as if he is not.
You know what? You didn't ask for a history lesson, and I don't have the time to give it. Condescension is not really in my nature. So I'm going to take this to Discovery. Anything else you guys want? Here, take my phone number in case you need any questions answered. I need to run these over to the office right now. I'm going to start faxing. Just get me on the call, and if you have any legal questions or you want to talk strategy, just ask. I'll be on call. All right?
Understood.
All right. He's going to head out. You have him on like speakerphone basically if you need to ask questions, but yeah, he's running over for Discovery right now.
Okay.
Alright, how are we actually gonna go about this, guys?
I have no idea. I don't know.
I still don't know what I still don't know what we're doing. I don't understand. I still don't know the case that we are in.
We're trying to discount what Big Red Button said and replace it with, well, Rusty did it.
Well, the truth.
Yes, that is true. Rusty did do it. Can I just quick give, like, Magpie a bullet point summary of everything we had? Not, like, super detailed, but just kind of go over everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
What are the bullet points? What do I get? What are my bullet points?
Just gonna explain, like, we were an audit group, we went to investigate, we had found out that a few important things. One, they were harvesting polychrome from the pillars, there was a war between the two factions, there was, like, stuff going on under in, like, the clown space. We found out that the polychrome would not have destroyed the pillar for a long time, way past when Newsflash saw it would happen. Figured out that was false papers set to be published. There was a file that had been incorrectly imported that accidentally caused the war because of how the garage was built. And Rusty was doing this as a cover-up. Big Red Button was someone we had caught, and a corner store lawyer came in to have them take the fall, which we did not like.
Alright, I guess I understand why I don't want Rusty to do what he wants to do.
Yeah, I mean, this is kind of a little bit like, okay, so I'm honestly, if we can't actually get, if we can't actually get Rusty down this way, I don't know. I mean, I imagine it if not us, someone else will, but also it'd be nice to. That makes sense.
I feel like maybe there's something to be investigated in what you said about why he did it, what he did it for stopping the war. I feel like there's something there that maybe we could get evidence from. I mean, there's got to be evidence that he was doing that, or tasked to do it, or trying to do it. Some sort of chain of command. And you mentioned a Crimson. Did we ever talk to the Sports Authority? Do we ever talk to the Sports Authority? Do we have any information about them? Maybe there's something we can get from them.
Well, not right now. We only have like 30 minutes.
No, I mean maybe they're going to be here is all.
Well,
No.
I don't think we ever exchanged a word with the sports authority member.
Well, okay, what about the confession? How are we going to deal with the confession? That's our biggest issue. How do we tear it apart?
Violence inherent to the system is going to ask, hey, can you email me the evidence of those plans and the specifically the 30 seconds where Rusty says he did it?
You said you didn't have an email.
I had my secretary just make me one while I was on the run. Look, it just says violence123 at judge.com.
I gotta very quickly see if his password's password 123.
It is.
I'm not going to change it. No. Well, whatever. I'm going to email him. Yes, I'll email it to him.
You hear him say after this, Gladys, how do I open emails? Okay, like this? You hear your party popper go off? I don't think that worked.
Magpie's gonna groan.
He's trying his best.
Look, clowns are technology.
Yeah, Magpie is, her passion is fuck clowns and her loyalty is to admin, and this man is both. So she's really struggling. How are we going to fight the confession? I feel like that's the thing that we need to deal with.
So let's see, just thinking about it, what evidence do we have? So we have the confession that Rusty did everything in video. So that kind of fights that pretty hard.
But then they're just going to be like, okay, well, that's just one confession against another confession, and I feel like they're going to trust the clown.
So, kind of weird to assume they'd trust a clown, but
It's a clown court.
Then they should know better.
Yeah, but also...
And it's also not even trusting a clown, it's trusting the corner store paper. We also do have recording of Button kind of deflating into her chair when she read the paper, which could be something.
Maybe
not.
Sam, do I know how does Party City usually feel about the corner store? Like, what's the relationship between the two?
So clowns do have a habit of just stealing shit and then pretending that they didn't, or replacing it with a funny version. The corner store does not like that. That being said, it's not like super negative. The corner store provides them a lot of their party supplies, gunpowder, metallic powders, makeup in small degrees that they don't make in house.
Would I think that they would be more willing to trust admin or to trust corner store?
Clowns and admin have a surprisingly good relationship. In the email that's sent back to confirm the receipt, there's a little fun clown fact that it looks like Gladys has set up. It says, fun fact, did you know that clowns are the most represented faction in admin, with 40% of admin recruits being from Party City?
That is astonishing.
No, it's actually makes super a lot of sense, because if you were ever in Party City, you would understand that you basically got to get out under any means necessary.
Something tells me that's maybe not the reason, but I don't have enough evidence to argue, and I don't think that's the evidence I need to be worried about right now. So we're going to take that to segue back into the conversation. The issue is I don't actually have a destination to segue to.
Null pointer.
Skeeter, Hex. Do you guys have any... Skeeter, Hex, do you guys have any idea of any evidence we can use against the clown? I wasn't there.
Big Red Button? I guess... I guess I might have video of them saying... why they have their name. But I don't think that counts.
Well,
I will say,
okay.
process of discovery is going on. You guys get an update from Violence. You get a witness list. So far, there are 3 witnesses declared. One is Big Red Button's confession. It's treated as a witness. In parentheses, death of the author. There are 2 other people on the stand. One is Segfall, or not Segfall, God, Serial Bus. Man, making that name start with an S was a mistake. Serial Bus. And, a name you've never seen before, Yo-Yo.
Do I know anything about Yo-Yo?
Right, Google Yo-Yo.
It's not going to show up on Google, but if you make a Streetwise check for me, Jay?
I can do that.
Can I make a Streetwise check, or would I not have this information?
Yeah, go for it.
I have a pair of 2s.
2 2s is probably not enough.
I have, sick, I have a pair of 10s.
2 10s is, though. Caesar participated in the Crimson Wave, correct?
His home was destroyed by it. He didn't fight super closely in it because he didn't have the coin at that point.
Exposed to it.
Yeah, he was around.
So that sounds like a Crimson name. A
Gotcha.
big thing they did was they took people who were young and they stripped them of all identity. So you had a lot of people named like Lawn Dart, Yo-Yo, Golf, Bats.
Gotcha. That's not good. I don't know of anyone that we could have as a witness.
Can you have Bucket as a witness?
That's probably a bad idea.
I think it's a great idea.
We have Rust. Can we do anything with that?
We can see that as evidence.
Okay. Let's do that.
Alright, stick it in the pneumo tube by the salt. That'll come right to my office.
Sick.
Let me look at my inventory and look inside of my pocket. I have the admin record. Submit my admin record book as evidence.
I think it's already been done.
Yeah.
I think all of our admin books have been submitted as records.
Yeah. Did you guys want to add Bucket as a witness?
I feel like adding Bucket as a witness would be a bad idea because he's either not going to remember us at all, or if he does, he's going to be on their side.
Yeah, no, I agree. I don't think we should use Bucket.
You guys know where Bucket is. Right now you did ditch him.
That was intentional, yes.
Yeah.
Can we call in Watts?
We could call in Watts and Coulomb.
So Watson Coulomb would be, to some level, maybe sympathetic to us, but at the same time, they didn't see anything important.
But they can attest that Corner Store hired us to deal with this, and therefore Corner Store was not. They could attest that Corner Store was not sending them to do the polychrome plot. With Corner Store, which Big Red Button's whole thing is that she was doing, right? She said she was doing Corner Store for Corner Store.
No,
right?
Big Red Button said she was using Corner Store assets. Okay. It looks like they didn't want to incriminate Corner Store at all until evidence was set up sufficiently to frame Smokey for it, or Brisket in this case.
Did we ever hear back from... I know Magpie doesn't know about this, but did we ever hear back from Norman Mann about more information about Smokey that we could use? Because we could call Norman Mann, and we could even get him to serve as a witness if he has information about Smokey. But also, we don't want Smokey to take the fall, so I don't know.
Would you like to call him? Because you have given him info.
I do not know any of this, so I'm going to leave that up to somebody else.
You know what would be really interesting to have here? Norman Mann.
Who the fuck is that?
He's just a completely normal dude. He's a completely normal dude.
I mean, we could call him. So what does he know? He knows about the deal to not prosecute him, and I believe he knows what we told him about, like,
Thinking I might be brisk.
I guess brisket at that point and stuff. I don't know how much else he would know. I mean, we could tell him that it was Smokey Robinson, see what we can pull up from that, and see if we can get anything. But I don't know how helpful that's going to be.
I mean, I might be very helpful. I mean, so that's the thing, right? We don't really know anything about Smokey Robinson as well, right?
I mean, we could call him and see.
If you want to make a research check for me, Hex, that'll be like you Googling.
Okay. I have 2 hard dice and 8 d10s. Hold on.
Oh, 2 hard dice is enough on its own. Okay, so
Okay.
So Smokey Robinson comes up a couple of times. He is the biggest sellout in all of fucking corner store history. There have been a few times that the corner store coalition has made major moves against admin to try and like consolidate or seize power. On 3 separate occasions. No, sorry, just 2. You'd be able to find on 2 separate occasions. He has worked his way into major corner store like organizations, gotten hyper involved in conspiracies, and then just sold out corner store to admin. He's done it twice now. The second time he was completely burned from corner store. All of his like complete shutout from the market and just abandoned by the gang.
So,
times he worked with Reginald von Schmidt.
Interesting. So, in other words, we have evidence that there has been a conspiracy, and more evidence that the person sitting next to him very likely is Reginald.
Yep.
Is that a reasonable takeaway? Okay. I actually do think we should give Norman a call and ask him if there's any like further detail he can provide us, and he might be interested in helping us kind of screw them over in court. Do we want to call him? Is that something the group is cool with?
I'm fine with it. I think he's cool. He's absolutely normal.
As long as
I don't think he's cool, but I think he is normal.
as long as we're able to still focus on the goal of getting this guy that we don't like.
But we also have to offer something to Norman Mann, though, right?
Well, I mean, I think we're offering something in the fact that these 2 have screwed Corner Store over twice in like major ways. And we're potentially putting them behind bars.
We can offer that to him and see what he has to say, I guess.
Violence is going to chime in. Just for your own sake, tell him that you've already submitted Smokey's name to the court. Just pretend you've already done that. He's gonna be mad, but just pretend. Don't even imply that there's an option otherwise. Say it's like already in there.
I mean, can you just do that so that it is already in there?
If you want me to, yeah, I can.
Does that pose any issues for adding information later?
Once it's in, it's actually in. If you tell him it's in, he may offer something in exchange for trying to get it off the record.
I see.
And it's easier to get it off the record if I never actually put it in to begin with.
Good to know.
Well, let's lie to a normal man. I don't know who this is.
I give the phone to Caesar.
I can't take the phone.
Caesar's inside of the mech.
He's in the mech.
Oh God!
Just put it on speaker.
Yeah. You should just be able to reroute my mic into it. So
Put it on speaker. Put it on speaker.
You gotta do that. I don't want to talk to the guy. You can do it.
We should probably all be involved in the conversation. Just make it a.
I don't know this man, and I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, but he's normal, but also like I don't know how to lie to people, so I feel like if I say
That's
something,
fine. I mean, I can do the talking, just like it should be a group call in case I don't think of something.
okay.
All right.
Oh, I'm calling him.
The second the phone picks up immediately, I'm going to need everyone within range of the phone to make a stability check for me. That should be everyone.
I get 3 10s.
Nice.
I got 2.
I get nothing. Oh, actually, I get a pair of 1s. Woohoo.
And David?
Yeah, I'm working on it.
No worries.
You are in your mech, so
I am in my mech. I'm in my zone. Don't
He's
let
in
me
his
get in my zone.
zone.
I
That
got
actually
nothing.
doesn't matter.
All right, I got 3 8s.
All right. So, anyone with 3 and above, so David and so Skeeter and Magpie, you hear a very strange, like, rustling of leaves, the cracking of tree branches. It sounds like a wounded animal screaming in the dark before just a normal voice cuts on. Norman Mann here. Everyone, so Caesar and Hex, you guys just hear normal static over the phone before it picks up.
Sorry, what was that screaming?
Screaming.
What's screaming? I didn't hear any. I mean, there was some static you could have misheard, but anyway. Hi. This is that audit group. If you remember us.
Oh yes, of course.
We're appearing in court today, and we have identified the identity of that brisket fella that we submitted information about.
Ooh, you didn't submit that, did you?
Yeah, we submitted that it was
You take
Mr.
that
Smokey.
off.
Well, why would
What
we
for?
take it off? We do need that
I would
information.
prefer greatly if we could handle this in-house. We will, of course, run it by admin once everything's said and done. However, having an investigation it would cause a bad look. It would be
Well,
bad for our image.
Well, it would be bad for us to not present all the evidence that we need to present.
yeah. I mean, is there something you could tell us past, like is there information you could give us about him that we can maybe work around using his name if you want to avoid that? We need we're looking for legs to stand on, and we don't have a whole lot.
Let me think for a moment. Okay. Your little farmer, he had associations with the group, right? Do you know if he knew anything directly?
He knew very little for a very short amount of time. He had an issue where he was actually working for them in the 5
Excellent.
minutes
If you
per
keep
hour.
his name off file, I can wire you mnestics through the pneumo that will restore memory. And then
Interesting.
I'll just
Actually,
have some
I-
boys pick him up off the street and get him shipped to the courtroom. He'll know what to
Okay.
say from there.
If you're mailing Nestix, we do know we have one of our members that's lost memory. I don't know how hard an extra dose would be, but
If Bucket's gonna be not on our side, then why do we even care if he remembers or not? He's just gonna lie.
He'll be on your side, I assure you. Now,
okay.
I will say, I do ask that you do not submit Brisket's or Smokey Robinson's name to admin. Don't have his likeness appear in court. Do not have his name show up.
Understood. So we just do that, and since we weren't planning on prosecuting him anyway, really, so we can just do that, and you can send us Mr. Bucket.
Of course.
That sounds good to me. I think we can make that happen.
Now, just out of game to clarify that deal, you will need to edit the confession so that Brisket's face is not there. It would just be
Now, would that be? Could we have his Brisket's face or just not Smokey's?
Not brisket, not smoke. He made
Okay.
a deal for both. It would just
Gotcha.
be rusty.
Well, we could say we're honoring the deal to not prosecute him and just blur his face.
Yeah, but you already admitted the video, right?
I think we still are in the time period where we can change that.
I haven't submitted the video portion yet.
Oh, thank God. I'm gonna put what should I put over their face? I'm gonna edit.
Bridget from
Yeah.
Guilty Gear.
Yeah, I gotta
Bridget from
So-
Guilty Gear.
Violence is going to chime in. That is still a tacit admission that is brisket, because your defense is that you are honoring the code, and as that's an admission, a confession, you've just pinned him to this in a way that he wasn't before. I would suggest it's going to look awful and it's going to raise questions, but I would crop him out entirely as best you can. Or maybe make the entire thing unreliable. If he is discernible in any way, shape, or form, you have violated the agreement you just made.
If the entire thing is unreliable, then doesn't that mean that any confession but from Rusty is unreliable?
Tell you what, I can't, but I know a guy who can. Adulter the footage and put some static in the audio. It'll be unreliable in portions, but it should preserve chunks of what we need. But we can't
Brisket also, if I remember correctly, Brisket didn't talk very much. Like
Yeah,
it was.
mostly. Yeah.
was mostly rusty. So large portions of the audio should be fine, but we can't have the video here and still have the deal.
We cropped the video.
I was just going to. You were hit with an attack afterwards. I'm just going to say the video is damaged. Now, I'm not,
It is.
It is, but God, it's not going to be as strong. I will tell you that right now.
Well, I think we have to take that gamble for potentially having some sort of a bucket on our side.
All right. Done and done. All right. I've submitted the adulterated footage. I had a mall rat just smoke it up a little bit. Should be passable. All right, and submitted. The second he submits it, you hear a chunk from the pneumo at your table. You see 3 little red pills.
Is one of those for Magpie, or are they all
all
for?
the memory restoring drug.
Okay. That doesn't answer my question.
Oh, he just sent extras because you asked for extras.
Okay. So is it cool to give Magpie one of them then?
Absolutely.
Cool. We're gonna give one to Magpie.
Oh my God! Thank God.
Magpie, you feel the most blinding headache you've ever had. It feels like your brain.
I don't take it.
Oh, you don't?
No. First, I'm gonna say, are these the ones that'll kill me if I stop taking them?
I don't.
No, these are just like
Description and the specs.
these are antidotes to amnestics. These are not. You will remember everything forever to undo years of abuse.
Okay, cool. I take it.
You are in blinding pain. It's like floodlights are going off behind your eyes, static in your thoughts. I'm gonna need an endurance check from you real fast.
Endurance is
Oh, boy.
body. Oh boy, Magpie's not good at body.
Can you make that? Is that possible?
Well, she has 2 days.
All right. Good luck.
It's a 10 and a 9.
Oh, close.
Oh, right.
Close.
So you swallow the stomach trying to reject the drug. Like you swallowed the upchuck that was coming up. So the drug does manage to continue taking effect, but you do pass out from the pain. You guys see Magpie take the pill. You see their eyes dilate. They begin breathing rapidly, and then they just collapse.
Yeah, that's pretty typical at this point.
Dear God, you have to eat.
He probably kind of passes out a lot.
We didn't even have a fainting couch.
Because what?
Forced by defense.
You have to delay. I gotta.
Hex, can you like give her a little gentle shock to see if we can wake her up? So, are you guys talking or just making noise? Because I see.
Oh, Leo's
Jay's
talking.
mic.
Sorry.
Okay, I saw Jay's mic lighting up,
Wait,
but it wasn't.
can you hear me better now?
Yeah.
I can hear you now. Yeah.
I think my hand was over the microphone. Sorry.
I see.
I can give a gentle shock to them with 2 ones.
All right. So
Lightning
you
bolt.
see Jungzilla lean over. A lightning bolt just erupt from its mouth, and you see Magpie
Pretty well.
begin flopping around like a dead fish. Small arcs of electricity hopping between them.
You awake?
Magpie, you awaken more pain than you've ever been in.
But does she awaken with memory?
She does. She remembers everything. This is the worst hangover you've ever had.
Welcome back, Magpie.
She doesn't even drink. She only has Mountain Dew.
This is the worst hangover you've ever had.
It's the worst Mad Dew hangover you've ever had.
It's still technically true.
DEFCON 5 does not play a role.
Also, didn't you know that Mountain Dew here was alcoholic? That's like foundational to the setting.
Didn't you know DEFCON 5 is 85% cannabis oil by volume?
Turns you into rope.
I am going to scream very loud.
I'm just gonna like mute the mic after she starts screaming. For a second.
And then I'm gonna hiss, and then I'm gonna roll over onto my face.
Was that her death rattle, you think? I'm gonna poke her.
I don't know, somebody start poking her.
Go. That sounded bad. That being said, you guys should probably start making your way to court. It's gonna kick up soon.
Okay.
I'm gonna pick up. I gotta use Jungzilla to pick her up.
Alright. I'll hoist up Magpie as delicately as I can with a fucking chainsaw claw.
Chain's claw.
Chain's claw, thank you.
Magpie, you see this whirling, gnashing mesh of metal coming down to just crush you.
Hey, it's probably not whirling now.
I accept my fate.
I mean, what'll probably end up happening is Magpie gets jammed in it like a clown. Right?
Clowns are 90%
Yeah, I'll call-
gum by volume.
I'll
By the
call
way,
it the
just
fucking
now, Caesar's going to turn his mic back on so he can hear, or I guess speakers back on so he can hear. He has not heard anything between when he said he was turning it off and now.
Excellent. Okay. Alright, you guys are loaded up?
I guess so. I guess we're ready for court, right? I don't know, it sounds like you guys are ready. You guys have an idea and stuff.
I mean,
How are you feeling?
I might have shocked you there a little bit, sorry.
Why?
But you're asleep.
Your bones somehow feel out of place after that.
My bones have never felt out of place before, and I've crawled through a straw.
That's fucked up.
Okay, so, as you head into Burger King's Play Palace, you know, the courthouse of them all, You make your way through regal dining halls, sequestered rooms, auditoriums, and into its sub-levels, where eventually you work your way into a courtroom. The bailiff checks the papers for this court, sees Junkzilla was registered as a emotional support mech, and waves you on in. The violence inherent to the system is at his place at the table. You see two lawyers, one sitting in the back bench, the other sitting at the front with Big Red Button's confession propped up in the chair with a microphone in front of it.
All right.
I don't know how that got me. I love that.
That's really good.
You see a number of people just enjoying free Burger King for being part of the jury. Well, enjoying's a stretch. It is Burger King, but anyway.
Yeah, honestly, relatable though.
Their old fry recipe was better.
Yeah. You see violence inherent to the system talking with the defense lawyer. He's going to sit down, or I guess the opposing lawyer. He's going to sit down, wave you guys over, and go, all right. This is going to get very silly very fast. As the door opens up and you see a dude holding a surfboard, skating in on a hoverboard, wearing judge's robes, sunglasses slicked back like pompadour.
Is this the Malibu Man?
Is this... No. The dude skates up to the judge's bailiff, ollies on, judge's stand, ollies on up, lays his surfboard down, sits down, goes, "Mahalo, my dudes. Saw."
Magpie's very glad that she recently updated her stability to 3 hard dice.
The entire court replies, "Saw, Your Honor."
Do we have to do that? And look at
Caesar will, without like prompting and in tune with everyone else, reply, "Saw, Your Honor."
Saw, Your Honor.
Bit out of tune there, bud. Not cool. All right. So we got a totally bogus situation here, don't we? All right. I'm seeing here. Oh no, I saw a ping. Oh fuck. Okay. Now, do we got opening statements from our here legal dudes? The first lawyer will stand up. Now, violence inherent to the system is going to turn to you guys, and he's back to the opposing lawyer. He's going to go, all right, now, to explain what's going on here, the other lawyer then goes immediately, Your Honor, tag out, high fives the other bailiff, holds up his arm, fires a rocket punch at violence inherent to the system, and violence inherent to the system blows the fuck up.
I'm just going to go ahead and take 1 willpower loss.
Violence inherent to the system now no longer has an upper torso. He is dead.
I see.
What?
Well... Wait, can we just do that? I gotta go Google. I'm gonna Google if we could just do that.
The other lawyer goes, I'd like to claim the insanity plea, and then he blows his own head off.
Is that Yo-Yo?
So why didn't we prepare for this at all, is my question.
There are just tears rolling down Magpie's face right now. She's so upset.
The other lawyer steps in and goes, Your Honor, I'd like to claim double jeopardy, 1 trial at a time. I'd like the janitor to swipe the remains of my, Well, really, we weren't even... He's not even his lawyer, so... Yeah, just get that out.
Your Honor, Your Honor, I'd like to claim uncomedic mayhem. This bit has gone on far too long, and honestly, it's adding complexity to the joke that is only going to serve to make it much more difficult to understand for the comedic audience.
Roll persuasion with 2 bonus dice.
Anyone want to help?
I'd love to help.
No, you got this, dude.
You hear like clapping over the mic.
I'm still trying to process exactly what's happening.
Can I add an extra dice for Caesar's clapping?
Yes. Because that is comedic and that supports the point you're trying to make.
I got 3 2s.
The judge is going to look down. I'm going to roll an opposed persuasion check for the defense counsel. He's going to take some penalty. He's going to take 1 gobble dice for the remains of his predecessor being right next to him.
Yeah, that's fair.
And no one laughing.
A couple people in the court are laughing, unfortunately. He gets 2 8s. What did you get?
I got 3 2s. So I'm faster than him, but not as funny. But comedy's all about timing. Comedy's all about timing.
Does not
Well, comedy
convince.
is all about timing.
Yes. So the jury, they thought it was funny. The judge is going to go, you make a valid point, my little dude. He knocks it twice. Objection sustained. Typist, please strike the funny emotion tag from that court proceeding. Now, let's see here as the remains are swept up by a janitor. Now, who here was calling their first witness? I believe, as you've claimed double jeopardy, my sir, I believe it should be the audit group who gets to move first.
Do we have
We don't have a lawyer.
do we have Bucket appearing as a witness?
If you.
He is on the list. You don't see him, but you can try calling him.
I feel like we call Bucket up to the stand.
Wait.
No, I heard it yelling.
Okay.
Hex just really wants to see Bucket again.
I was gonna
The
just
judge
call.
is
I was
gonna-
gonna say.
The judge is gonna put down his microphone. Bucket? Like, do we know a dude by the name Bucket? Hold on, my dudes. I gotta. And you hear the door open, and you see like just the limp form of Bucket, plague mask gone, hollowed out dark eyes. He's shaking as he's dragged and put on the stand by 2 corner store members. They give you a nod as they leave. He goes, "Hey, hello. Yeah, Rusty did it. The guy named Reginald Von Schmidt II. He did everything. I am willing to put my life on this. I'm willing to put my family's life on this. I don't know if I have a family, but I'd kill him if it proved he was guilty.
We didn't actually even start cross-examining yet. So it is, I guess, comedic.
I'll be as funny as you need me to be." He starts like crying.
Caesar's gonna clap again.
I imagine all the way through this, there's like that kind of sappy sitcom sound effects in the background. So there's like a "oh" in the background and shit like that.
Tell you what.
You could just play one, right?
Yeah, you can play it.
Hey, yeah, if Hex wants to make a security systems check, you can try and hack and play a poorly timed sitcom noise.
What's your security systems?
I have 8d10. 8d10 and 2 hard dice.
Throw it at me.
God, I broke 3 10s.
I need to
Leo
know
got
how
5
good it is.
10s.
You said 5
Leo
10s?
got 5 10s. Yeah, so three on the dice and then 2 hard dice.
Okay, so
You get a willpower. I get a willpower.
getting willpower. The second he bursts into tears, the fucking uproarious cheering laugh from the sitcom track plays, and the audience just fucking loses it.
There is also the faint sound of Caesar clapping.
Hex Thanks, I thought Bucket was your friend. We live fast and die hard here.
He's gasping. He's trying to get himself under control. The other lawyer steps up and goes, yeah, we just straight up did not introduce evidence, Your Honor. We didn't have... Were we supposed to have opening statements? And, like...
Well, yeah, unfortunately, your legal counsel did blow up our legal counselor as his opening
that's
statement
the
and then
opening
shoot himself in the
gambit.
head.
That's a separate
So,
piece of the trial.
yeah.
The judge hammers his gavel twice, going, "This is taking too long. Shut up, ask questions." Okay, who... I guess we got established shit. Who is Rusty? Who is Reginald von Schmidt II? Audit group, audit. Here's his photo. Here's his itinerary. Here's everywhere he's been in the last 3 days. Why do you have this? Why don't you?
That's actually a very prescient question. Objection, Your Honor. The prosecution should have this important information, and the fact that they don't is, frankly, it's sort of killing my vibe.
For phrasing, gain a bonus dice, roll persuasion.
Caesar's gonna clap again.
Can I add for Caesar's clapping again?
Sure.
Repetition is hilarious.
I didn't get any pairs. I'm rolling like shit.
Judge is gonna clap once and go, objection overruled. This is a vibe check. Continue. Now, the prosecution's gonna go, alright. Now let's establish your credibility here, son. You are just some random farmer who, let it be known to the jury, just sold drugs and stolen polychrome on the street corner. Like a crack dealer. He's a farmer. He's a crack dealer.
I would like to objection. We have video evidence of Bucket being claimed as hired by this Rusty fellow, or Reginald as his actual name is.
Okay, so you're supposed to use that before you call. That's called establishing framework. The judge is going to tap it twice and go, I'd like to see the video. Judge!
Actually, we were asked to call the first witness.
Yeah, you should really pay attention. We've already had one vibe check, and you're really what's the kids' term for it? Harshing the vibes.
It's really harsh in the mellow, dude. You're really bringing us down. Your Honor.
I'm gonna lean over to Hex and I'm gonna whisper into Jugzilla. Can you put a funny soundtrack on the video when he confesses?
Just do the Balam sound after it, as we all look horrified over it. Bucket.
You play the confession. Let me... Okay, we have 2 minutes on that confession. And, okay. So, it doesn't
Vito, do
get the
something funny.
entirety. It doesn't get the entirety of Bucket, but it does say Bucket slipped you guys amnestics with the implication that, he's on your side. Or their side. Not yours. The static kind of was a bit too generous. So
Would there still be amnestics in our systems?
Yes.
So theoretically, Skeeter and I could get some like blood drawn to show.
Yeah, if you feel the need to. The lawyer's gonna just listen to Bucket and go, Okay, so you worked for the man. Can you attest that... Yes! You didn't even know what I was gonna say. I can attest to anything you want me to. Are you okay? Yeah!
He attests that he's okay.
The judge is going to strike. He attests he's okay. He's okay. Your Honor, I feel like some grievous harm has been done to the man in front of me.
Objection. He attested he was okay.
Clown, this is
Sustained
Clown Court.
breathing.
Can we grievously harm him?
Did you say, Skeeter?
I said, isn't this Clown Court? Can't we grievously harm him so he can't testify? Because he's
Say it in the Skeeter voice.
Let's shoot the fucker.
Wait, no, we wanted to testify. We wanted
No.
to
I think you're talking. I think he's talking about the other lawyer.
We're talking about the other lawyer.
I
Adam
don't.
fled.
I don't think we could do that in a way that's funny enough.
I sure can.
Yeah, but it's funny to make a threat of violence, Skeeter. Make a really funny threat.
Okay. Every single time the lawyer talks, I start to rev up my minigun. And whenever he stops talking, I stop revving it up.
So the disembodied legs of violence in the system stand up, lean over, kick up a pen, and just write out. He tagged out before he killed me, so unfortunately, he was not considered valid legal counsel at the time. He was just a
Yeah, but he's
madman
not
with a
on
gun.
base right now.
What?
He's not on base right now.
Yeah, we're not gonna. Skeeter's not saying he's actually gonna shoot the new lawyer. He's just saying he's gonna rev up the minigun every time he starts
No,
talking.
I'm saying the
roll
other lawyer
intimidate for me.
The other lawyer isn't touching base right now, so he's not safe.
It's not safe.
That's right.
Touching
But
base.
yeah, roll
he's safe.
intimidation for me, Skeeter.
I think I'm starting to learn how the system works.
There we go.
It's like Calvin Ball.
Laws are made up. The laws are made up, and the criminals don't matter. Just like in the real life.
What do I have to do? Intimidation?
Yes.
Real life court.
Come on, baby. Tens. I
You're on with the
got.
jury is hung.
I got.
Sorry, what did you say, Jay?
Court is hung. I have a pair of 9s.
All right, 2 9s. So here's what's gonna happen. The lawyer's gonna go, look, if you could just tell me. And he notices the gun revving up, and he goes silent for a second, just eyes it suspiciously, like, what's gonna happen here? And Bucket's gonna go, yeah, I can tell you everything. He slams it down, goes. He starts like laying out schedules and stuff. He gets like a good way outlining this entire conspiracy in such a way that it frames Rusty specifically. Before the lawyer can go, no, that's not what Judge, strike that from the record. Goes, no, I'm interested. I want to hear where this goes. Not Judge.
Well, hey, objection. He's trying to stop this before it gets to the good part.
Yeah,
Roll persuasion.
Okay.
that's a fatal flaw.
Any bonus die or just straight persuasion?
Great persuasion.
Okay.
Can I add a die by adding the sound effect?
Yes.
Sort of like
Alright.
sort of like a court record poop. Yeah.
Give me 1 second. Okay, so that is. I have a pair of 5s.
Okay, he got 2 2s. So, he goes to argue and he goes, shut up, man. I want to hear the good part. Hits the gavel. Bucket finishes off with basically constructing this entire narrative. It sounds like it's not like he's actually telling something he knows. It sounds like this was beaten into his head. And he just frames everything high and low with the framing of Rusty did everything.
Is there anything that is usable that we can like corroborate?
So
From
he
Maury.
specifically went over the details in such a way that a provider would. So like, he explained where the polychrome was, the details of how they extracted it, the idea of he didn't know the goal was to get the greasers and Mallrats working together, or at least that's the preceding line of events he presents. He's just going over the facts in such a way that it provides a framework. Like, Rusty came in, he got some guys, he used corner store assets, he bought them without explaining the full detail of the work. This is a very corner store positive spin on the events. And Big Red Button was the fall guy. Essentially.
As such, I think that we would like to forward a motion to so-called flip the script, perhaps do a plot twist, and indict one Reginald von Schmidt II on charges of conspiracy and all associated charges.
Okay, so I heard how you presented that. That was very professional. So I'm going to have you roll perform at 1 penalty dice to convince the crowd to go on with this.
Perform's not good, guys.
It's like,
Can I step in?
I read my meeting with the crowd. To assist, of course.
If someone wants to step in and add on so they can take their role this time, maybe.
I'm so close to just saying objection and presenting it in a more interesting way.
Go for it.
Object
Do it.
to
Do it.
Magpie?
Object to Magpie. Do it. It's hilarious.
Go ahead.
1 second. Objection, Your Honor. Objection, Your Honor. My compadre did not properly invoke the plot twist, and I'm gonna bang on it to get Hex to add a funny sound effect. Just bang on the side.
Play the Tim the Toolman Taylor.
Alright, that's bonus dice to whatever Caesar's about to do.
To not invoke the plot twist calls correctly, and so what they said, but come on, Magpie, you can do better.
You objected. You have to make the presentation, my good sir.
Okay. Can you remind me what Magpie said? Because I had a blank out of game.
Magpie said, I would like to move to flip the script and suggest a plot twist and to turn this into an indictment of one Reginald von Schmidt on charges of conspiracy and all associated charges.
Does this universe know what JoJo Golden Experience is? Can we play that track?
Yes, everyone can, yes, because every universe
piano kicks in going slow. Caesar, you have to make the most dramatic presentation for a plot twist you can.
Invoking the plot twist clause, I would like to put forth that it's very clear, the dramatic pause to keep in time with the music, obviously, that Reginald von Schmidt had a dream to not only pull the wool over the eyes of admin's group, but, well, the whole mall. And I believe they need to be held accountable. So we're going to, with plot twist, going to invoke flip the script and turn this into an indictment of them. Just indictment of them just ends with the crescendo of the song. I was trying to add enough dramatic pause in there to time that. Going off memory of listening to that song literally 4 times earlier today.
I was gonna give you some shit for being slow, but if it's in time with the song, I'll keep it neutral. So that
was actually intentional, slowing it down to try and match the song.
Still a little bit dry. Still
okay.
Professional.
So one bonus die for the music and stuff.
I was expecting sort of a let's get ready to die.
Yeah, that's
Skeeter's technique. That's if you fail this, that's what Skeeter's gonna do.
Man, I am not rolling that great tonight. It's another pair of 5s.
The judge thinks it over. He's gonna go, I don't think we have enough evidence for that, so objection over, and the door gets kicked open to the courthouse as a man you've never seen before steps in going, I object, Your Honor! as a man wearing like admin trappings walks in. I am Reginald von Schmidt II.
I'm going to ask the coin if that's correct.
That is correct.
Okay.
God damn it.
He strides in, and the prosecution goes, I don't even know what the fuck. Shut up. Get out. Okay? Reginald von Schmidt takes the stand and goes, you want to come at me? You better come fucking loaded. Let's hear it out.
So can you start spinning the gun when he says loaded?
Oh, I'm already locked and loaded, baby.
The second you start spinning, goes, I'm locked and loaded. I'm fucking ready. You spin the gun at him and he goes, you think I'm scared? Set me free! He's gonna roll perform. He gets 3 10s.
Your Honor, he asked. May we shoot him?
The judge thinks it over and goes, I really don't want to pay for that cleanup, guys. Can we not? Like, I already had one guy die in my courtroom today.
Fair enough. Does anyone have the finished timeline? So I have the start of the timeline written up, but I didn't finish writing it in my notes.
Okay.
No.
Start of the timeline. Edmund fucks up. Dead.
Alright, so I will
Your Honor, I would like to request a very dramatic word from our sponsors.
The judge thinks it over. He goes, I don't... Reginald von Schmidt leans in. Yes, Your Honor, I cede my time for the sponsorship. And goes back to the stand and hands it off to you guys.
I meant like a commercial break. Go to a commercial break so we have 2 minutes to discuss.
Alright, don't worry, I got this. Reginald goes up to the stand. So I come to you demonstrating rust ease, guys. Now, your fenders, your benders, cleans it all. Come here, folks, come on. He gets a rusty bumper, dumps it in the bumper's gone. Now it's perfectly clean, because it ain't here no more. The crowd fucking loves him. This may have been a miscalculation.
While he's doing that, I'm gonna pull everyone aside and be like, okay, he's got sort of a sense of performance. We need to figure out, 1, how can we outperform him, and 2, I think we need to get the timeline straight. What do we have?
Okay. What we have is 1, Edmund fucked up and then started a war between the Greasers and the Mallrats in the alcove. Then I guess that's where the trade starts, and then that's where Bucket comes in and tells us everything about how all that happened.
The polychrome trade was started in order to end the war, or stop the war between Greasers and Mallrats, right? But how was it? How did he plan to have that happen? Right? It was like so that they both have a common enemy, or I don't remember. What am I?
Just to make admin look like they were the ones coming in and solving the problem.
Yes.
By brokering a deal between the two of them.
Yes, brokering a deal.
And then having... Yeah, okay.
Our other witnesses, we also have, what's his name? Serial Bus.
He's probably not going to help.
No, but what is his involvement exactly?
We
have him...
lasers and stuff, too.
We know he made the lasers. We also have him attacking us, so...
Yeah.
Actually, that might discount stuff if we have him attacking us, because that shows he's in on the conspiracy.
I still do have some of his turret bullets in my body, because I am still actually pretty grievously wounded, and I have been for the last several sessions.
I see.
That's hilarious.
I still have, like, several boxes of my torso filled with killing, so I imagine I still have bullets in me.
I mean, I do have video of one of his turrets lighting me the fuck up, so... But that might count as breaking and entering, so actually it won't.
What if we just...
No, we don't have to say why we have that video.
We're admin, we're allowed to be everywhere.
Yeah. I think... Okay. So we set up the timeline. That's gonna be boring, though. How the fuck do we get it across without being fucking boring?
Are any of you guys funny?
Well, the last 2 times I've...
just put a laugh track over the video.
The last few times I've
So-
told jokes, the clowns almost killed me.
You don't
We can't use
have to be funny,
We have to be dramatic.
or there's a secret third thing. If you're enough of an asshole, you can circle back around to being likable again. Who here is the most contentious, confrontational person you know?
Everyone looks at Skeeter.
Caesar looks at where he's pretty sure Skeeter is.
If only we had someone who is just sort of universally acerbic and rude and just sort of a little unlikable.
Matt,
Maybe
what does
so.
acerbic mean?
Sort of like sour of attitude.
Hey, one second.
I get it. I get
Hey,
it.
hey, Rusty.
You see him hugging Bucket and looking at you with absolute fucking hatred in his eyes.
I'm gonna whisper through the mic so it comes through very quietly. Guilty person says what?
Bucket just screams, "What?" He pats Bucket on
Hey.
the head. It gives him an investic and sits him down with a kiss on the forehead.
Oh, that's good.
Your Honor, we have in the court happening people passing drugs around.
The judge goes, "And not sharing? Uncool, man."
And not
Here,
Sharon.
no. If the defense gets to give drugs to the witness, we also get to give drugs to the witness.
Sustained. But also
well-
share. Reginald goes, "Hell yeah!" Honor, he starts passing out bricks of cocaine to the jury.
I'll send a magpie down to give a red pill to. We have two more, so I'll give a red pill to Bucket and a red pill to the judge.
The judge goes, hell yeah! Takes it, bites it, and goes, "Ah! Why did you give that?"
Caesar's gonna audibly laugh at this.
Oh, you think my pain's funny? Because it is. Bonus points.
Woo, we get points!
Bucket
I
just
believe
fucking
that
slaps the red pill away, fucking curls up into a ball.
I believe that it's
Sorry,
about
slaps
time.
red pill away. Do you mean takes it or
He,
bats it away?
No, Bucket does not want the red pill. He doesn't want to remember anything that happened to him.
Yeah, that's fair. I believe that it's time to finish our commercial break, sponsored by Red Pill Nestix. I gotta look up.
Rusty he's counting the money he made selling Rusties. Goes, "Oh, what? Yeah, of course, sure."
I'm gonna look up at Skeeter. Skeeter, you got this? You're gonna be unlikable?
What am I doing?
I
I don't know what you want me to do.
we want you to be yourself.
We want you to reconstruct the timeline in the most just sort of unlikable, miserable way.
As to like how we got here,
Our timeline of evidence.
which
Like,
is
Can someone
what
with
we
a fast typing speed go ahead and type it out so
If Leo gives me
David
his
can just read
laptop,
it
I
off?
can. If Leo gives me his laptop, I can.
Wait, I'm under attack.
because I'll tell you what. IRL David and Skeeter both need a script, so like at least bullet points.
Okay.
I have the microphone down, fellas.
So, thing one that happened is admin accidentally incites war between greasers and mall rats. Why did they do that? Do we remember? Did we find that out?
there was a there was a poorly named file that was submitted and had the garage built into the
Mall rat tunnel, okay,
mall
yeah.
rat tunnels.
As a result
Yeah, they basically used an old map that didn't have the mall rat tunnels on there, so the greasers built into protected territory and it triggered a turf war. Admin approved those plans, though. It seems to have been done because of a misnamed file. It's like someone sent map 011 instead of 011_2.
Yeah. Probably Untitled Document 1, Untitled Document 2, Untitled
The
Document
best
69.
part is their naming conventions cuts it off at map, so you don't even see the numbers. You have to
Oh.
open.
Let's see. Confounding. I'm not looking at a computer screen, so I immediately fall asleep.
Night night.
Fucking
Rust Ease.
admin audit. I think that's the basic timeline.
I think it's war. War. So you guys try to stop there for.
Does Rusty sound exactly the same as in the video, beside the static, of
He
course?
sounds completely different. He moves different. He looks different.
Damn it. God damn it. My phone.
Although I would imagine the face he's currently wearing is just Reginald von Schmidt. Actually, I'm going to ask the coin that. Is that like his actual face, or is he still covered in rust?
It is. If you're just specifying his face uncovered by rust, then yes, that is how he normally looks.
Although I don't know if that's how he presents himself in admin.
Hard to say. We are in a situation that encourages larger-than-life behavior.
I know this is a deep pull, but do you guys know from I wrote things. Yeah, okay, wait. Oh, okay.
Take your laptop.
I feel bad because I am not awake enough to bring the energy needed for this.
It's unfortunate, but it happens.
Do we want to like construct our case next week then?
We could end here if you need to.
It is 10:40.
All right.
9:40.
Or sorry, 9:40.
All right.
But yeah, that is so true.
Your Honor, there's evidence for me being tired.
Your Honor, I had a case of the sleepies.
Sleepy boy hours here.
Good night, Your Honor. Everyone just falls asleep in the courthouse immediately.
All right. He sits down. We cut off the session with Skeeter backed by Jungzilla staring down. Reginald von Schmidt with a smile on his face and a fucking fire in his eyes.
You Say Run is playing at the end of the episode.
Exactly. Now, the jury status. You guys were firmly ahead with the old lawyer. The second Reginald von Schmidt stepped in, you guys are tied with a little bit of advantage going Reginald's way. He has tilted that audience immediately upon entering. So, Your Honor, I banged your mom. Okay.
Your Honor, the jury is hung.
Could you do me a huge favor and pin these talking points for me, because I know I won't be able to find them later. I'm so sorry. I'm like this.
Hey, that's fine. So what, Skeeter, what we're doing now is you have
I need to be as inflammatory as possible, yeah.
You have a week to practice this.
I have a week to fucking redneck rant at random people.
Yeah, you're just going, it doesn't have to make sense, it just has to be compelling.
Just watch a lot of Trailer Park Boys.
I'm just gonna watch a lot of Trailer Bug Drunk Boys, and you know what? I think I'm gonna
Trailer Bug Drunk Boys.
I'm gonna partake in a little bit of that method acting and just get completely plastered on Tuesday night.
Hell yeah, brother.
Hell yeah, brother. Okay. So let's do experience. First things first, everyone gets one for showing up. Thank you so much. Second, who was most fun this session? Or who had
Hex.
the best bit? Oh.
I'd say Hex. Yeah,
Because
I don't know. I don't remember any specific good bit,
Laugh tracks.
but I
Laugh is sad
did
noises.
enjoy Hex this session.
The sound effects.
The sound of Hex. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba.
I guess next time I should actually have my soundboard connected.
Yeah, next time you can actually hook up the real soundboard.
Oh yeah, that'd be good.
That would be pretty funny. All right, that goes to Hex. Second, who was most useful this session?
I don't remember anyone
I think
being more.
Magpie has their memory back. That's like the most useful thing ever.
Yeah,
I can think. I can fight. I can think. Also, I just want to do a shout out to Skeeter and Magpie realizing that normal man isn't normal.
Yeah, I have a sneaking suspicion now.
Yeah, we both. There's
Speaking
something.
of sound
There's something going
effects,
on.
since you guys aren't playing anymore,
Oh fuck, he's got a Malaysian battle spatula.
how's it going?
Wait, was that Tom or was that a sound effect of Tom?
That's
That was a sound effect.
I really thought it was just Tom joining the call to say that.
Yeah, that's what-
Tom was saying that about Bob when Bob said Skeeter.
Okay, quick, before the sands of the game pass through the fingers of our mind, who, stayed in character best this session?
Magpie. Again.
Yeah, I actually also think Magpie just general immediate distrust
Of clowns.
of our good friend system.
I did remove one of my willpower.
Hey, listen,
It's
the
a
fair trade-off.
situation.
Next week it's gonna be all three for Skeeter because he's gonna do the whole session.
I'm gonna have to
wait a
rant.
second.
That's so much pressure.
Do
Like channel my theater era.
Pressure.
No, here's the thing, right? The way that we want Skeeter to do it is just to sort of ramble and be a drunk asshole the entire time.
It only has to be a little coherent.
What it does have to be is engaging. It's got to get the people moving. They don't need to know what it means. They just got to feel the energy.
They've just gotta understand my flow.
Yeah.
So let me get in my zone.
Don't harsh the vibes.
Kinsey, are you in the Shadow Realm?
I am in the Shadow Realm. I barely show up here though. Sorry.
Just
There.
go look at the Voice of the People rants. You'll
Yeah.
some good.
No,
yeah,
don't do that. That's not Skeeter behavior.
Okay.
Where is it? I don't see it.
So that is going to be in general, and look for stuff posted by Seldom Seen in general that mentions everyone.
It's basically just ranting about stuff.
He
I think if you were-
posts a rant every time we make a new rule.
He had to stop when it came to the topic of the conversation. I will not elaborate. Alright, any final thoughts on the session? Any concerns? Any questions?
Not for me.
No.
Okay.
No. Good job, everyone.
Good
Yeah.
job. How's everyone feeling the clown legal system? Makes sense, right?
A little bit, actually.
I feel like in a weird cosmic way, Caesar kind of, or not Caesar, Skeeter kind of gets it.
Yeah. I feel like Skeeter's the one of us who's like who is sort of the silliest.
I'm starting to get clowns now, which I think is terrifying.
Magpie's gonna have to kill you for that.
So what I'm getting from this is the clown legal system is basically
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, goodbye everybody. Good night.
See you guys for back days tomorrow.
Bye.
Oh god. Oh god. Oh god.
Oh, Jay, did you talk to...
Too late.
Whoops.
Leo, tell Jay to come back!
No, it's fine. I'll talk to him.
Okay.
I don't think I have. Do we want to phase, or are you heading to bed?
I'm gonna sleep for like 30 minutes before work, but I'll probably be on later.
Okay. I don't know how late I'll be on. I am actually.
No worries. If you're not on, you're not on. If you are, you are. We'll be fine.
Yeah, everybody kind of just left.
Yeah, I might hang for a bit, but yeah.
It's been
hang
a
for a bit.
sleepy week this week.
It has.
13 minutes.
I've been I was trying so hard to like put on energy, but when I had to talk, I was like, oh, it's not there. The tank's empty.
I mean, it didn't